Hello everyone, welcome back to Golden Egg Farm. This is Rich. It's a hot and windy Sunday evening, with the temperature nearing 98 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun is still blazing, but we're out here cooking. I've often been asked, Rich, how do your hens always come back to the coop on their own every night? Well, right now we have more than 40 laying hens, and over 40 young chicks who are now a few months old. As you can see, the large coop is behind me. Each morning, like today at 6 a.m., I open the door and the big girls rush out immediately. As for the younger chicks, I've made some adjustments to their area. It's fenced off properly, giving them a safe space to run and play throughout the day. Sometimes they stay inside, sometimes they venture out a bit. The big hens, meanwhile, are free to roam across our 3-acre property. They scatter into the woods in front of me, head into the cornfield in search of bugs, and, don't tell her, they even cross the road into Carmen's yard to peck at grass and insects. But no matter how far they go, every evening, they come back. I'll record 2 quick clips to show you how this works when evening comes. It's honestly quite simple. We'll check back in shortly. Alright, we're back. It's 8:30 p.m. now. The sun is still about 10 degrees above the horizon, maybe half an hour before it sets completely. And the hens are already gathering themselves. You can see them slowly returning from the fields. The young chicks are still exploring a bit, but the big hens are already drawing near the coop. At this point, I'd say nearly all 40 of them are within 50 feet of the door. Let me explain what's set up here. I know it might look a little messy at first glance, but there's a method behind it. There's a wooden plank I place at the bottom of the door. The door slides along a groove made from 2x4s, forming a channel that keeps the door flush with the ground. This ensures there's no gap underneath, preventing predators from sneaking in, especially since we've got the young ones inside. Every day, I bring out a roll of fencing that attaches to the door of the chick area and stretches outward, creating a walkway. I pound it into the ground and then bring around a 3-foot-high fence that connects, forming a secure tunnel from the chick coop to their outdoor pen. This setup keeps the big hens and young chicks separated. The bigs can wander around outside, even close to the fencing, but they can't cross into the chicks' area. So now, all the hens, both young and old, are outside, pecking at grass, drinking some water, enjoying the cooler evening air. The chicks are really growing. Some have even flown up to their roosts already. If you look behind me, you'll notice one chick already on the top perch, claiming her spot. In the corner, a few red hens have done the same. It's still half an hour before sunset, but many are already coming in, settling themselves in place. Now let me show you why this coop is home to them, why they return without needing to be called or chased. Underneath the overhang here, we've got 2 large water jugs for the big hens. At the back, there are big red tubs that hold their food, enough to last them the whole day. Or even the week. Up on the ceiling, I've installed 6 spotlights that shine inside the coop. These lights are on from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. In the summertime, daylight comes earlier, around 5 a.m., but the lights still help establish a routine. When the lights come on and the doors open, they know it's time for food, water, and freedom. And when the lights remain on in the evening, they know it's safe to return. We're actually in the middle of watering the garden right now. Just took a moment to film this clip. Now for the final part. It's 9:45 p.m. I'll keep my voice down a bit. Don't you just love these long summer evenings? Still fairly bright outside, the lights are on inside, so it's well lit. If I speak too loudly, the hens might start moving again. I just want to show you what's happening. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, their nesting boxes are also inside the coop. Since the chicks have now taken over the rear section of the coop, the big hens have started using the table as their sleeping spot. Look over there, several of them have already perched on the table. It's like a theater row, all lined up. Some others have settled into the back corner, where I added a support bar, and look up there, on the high shelf, a few of the chicks are already snoozing. But the most popular place? That 8-foot-long roosting bar in the middle. I counted 22 of them lined up on it. That's over half the flock all together on one bar. And that's really the secret. We keep everything they need in one place: food, water, nesting boxes, and a safe place to sleep. That's why, every evening, they come home on their own. There have been times when we went out for dinner or spent the evening with friends, and by the time we returned, the coop door was still open, but every single hen was already inside, safe and settled. Of course, we don't often leave the door open due to safety concerns. But I hope this was helpful to those of you wondering how to get your hens to come in automatically. We haven't had to chase a single hen in years. From our little farm to yours, sending you a smile. Elena, are you ready? Let's take a selfie. Cheers, everyone.